Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Landile here, the leader of Manikwe School, and today we're going to be doing exercise 1.3 from student C's perspective. But before we do though, I want to talk about the last episode, which was exercise 1.3b. If you look at the output, even though it's a symmetry, but it isn't on the small letters. If you look at this A and this A over here, they are still facing on the same side. But we do know that if it was a true reflection, this A at the bottom supposed to face down. But that's not the whole point, right? The main point here is to see the effects of playing around with these spaces and letters. Basically, the reflection is only on the big letters, not the small letters making up huge letters. With that out of the way, let's get on to exercise 1.3 from student C's perspective. So let's create a class. Call it exercise _1_3C, and we add the main method. So student C want to have a reflection about the y-axis that is vertically. So let's see what we have. So we're gonna have system.out.println. We're still doing it line by line. However, this solution isn't as straightforward as the solution that student B had. So what we're gonna do here is to draw the grid the same way we did on exercise 1.3a. So you draw the grid first, and then you keep filling the cells making up the grid. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna print how many spaces? We're gonna print 4 spaces and then J. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 J. And then 5 spaces in A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A. Again 5 spaces in V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V. 5 spaces in V for the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V. We go 5 spaces in A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A. We'll then go 8 spaces in A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then A. Afterwards, we go 5 spaces and then V. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V. We then go another 5 spaces and then V for the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 V. 5 spaces and then A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A. We go 5 spaces and then J for the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 J. Now we go to the next line. System.out. this machine. I told you guys, hey, I can't even do my work properly because this thing is way too slow sometimes. Thanks God though, for now it seems like it's behaving. Okay, again we have 4 spaces, then J, so it's 1 2 3 4 J, capital letter J, and 4 spaces, and then A, 1 2 3 4 A, 1 space, and then A, then we go 5 spaces, and then V, 1 2 3 4 5 V, and then we go 3 spaces, and then V again, 1 2 3 V, and then we go 5 spaces, and then A, 1 2 3 4 5 A, and when we go 1 space and another A, and we go 6 spaces, and then A, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then A, we go 1 space, and then A, 1 space, and then A, we go 5 spaces, and then V, 1 2 3 4 5, and then V, we then go 3 spaces, and then V, 1 2 3 V, we then go 5 spaces, and then A, 1 2 3 4 5 A, again we go 1 space, and then A, 1 space, and then A, we go 4 spaces, and then J, 1 2 3 4, then we have J, now we go to the next line, system.out.print lin, and then we print what we have on the third line. We've got it's J, and then 3 spaces, 1 2 3, and then J again. We go 3 spaces and 5 A's, 1 2 3, it's 1 2 3 4 5. We go 5 spaces, and then V, 1 2 3 4 5 V. Again we go 1 space, and then V, and then we go 5 spaces and 5 A's again, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. We go, okay, 5 spaces and then 5 A's. We then go 3 spaces, and then J, 1 2 3. Wait, 3 spaces, and then we'll then go through 5 spaces, and then 5 A's again, 1 2 3 4 5. I mean 4 spaces, and then A, 1 2 3 4 5, and then 5 A's. I mean, we'll then go we'll then go 5 spaces, and then V, 1 2 3 4 5, and then V, and then we go 1 space, and then V, 1 space, and then V, then we go 5 spaces, and then 5 A's, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. We go 3 spaces, and then J, 1 2 3, we go J. Wait, we gotta go okay, and then we go 3 spaces and another J, 1 2 3, there we go J. Okay, Now we go to the next line, system.out.print println what we have here, we've got a space and then J, another space and then J. It's a space and J and another space and then J, and we've got 3 spaces and then A, 1, 2, 3, then A, and then we've got 5 spaces and then another A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A. We've got 5 spaces and then V, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, V. We've got 5 spaces and then A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A. We've got 5 spaces and another A again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A. We then have 2 spaces and then A, 1, 2, and then A. And then we have 5 spaces and then A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then A. We then have 5 spaces and then V, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then V. We then have 5 spaces and A again, 5 spaces, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A. Again, 5 spaces and then A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then A. 3 spaces and then J, 1, 2, 3, it's J. A space and another J, space and another J for the last time. Okay, this is pretty much it. Again, without even displaying our output, you can tell at a glance that this is indeed gonna give us what we're expecting. So let's do it. You see, this is actually a reflection. This is the reflection about the line, about the horizontal line. However, again, if you look at this J, the first J, on the J on the left hand side and the J on the right hand side, even though it is a reflection, but the small letters making up this huge J, they are not properly reflected. I mean, there's no possible way you can make J be reflected. I mean, the small letter J be reflected. However, feel free to give me a comment and tell me what you think of this, or if there's a better way you suggest we could have tried this. With that being said, see you on the next tutorial, you guys. Cheers.